name's Chris Baker with Baker DMM. This is our Video Digest newsletter. The topic of today's newsletter is going to be following the lead of corporate America. And before I jump into our discussion, I want to read you a quote. Quote states, "If we can just take a few companies and use those as models, as examples to show the rest of corporate America how they can become more competitive, that's what I'd like to do, and that's what I hope to do." And that was by Henry Kravis, who's one of the founders of KKR. It's a private equity firm in New York. I've actually worked for one of their companies a few years ago called First Data as a consultant with their audit department. And really what he's saying, that mindset, taking a few successful companies, modeling them, and then introducing that to other companies around the country, can be used also for personal financial individuals regarding their personal finances. And what all these successful companies, what do they do every month, every quarter, every year? What are they doing? They're taking their financial data, they're aggregating it, they're compiling it all throughout the month, and then they put it in a financial report. And then mid-level management, VPs, senior management, executives, even up to the board of directors, if they have a board of directors, everybody are reviewing these financial statements so that the company can make decisions, analyze their position, and then take and make decisions to improve their position, to become more successful, to become more profitable. So that way, ultimately in the end, they want to do the best they can so they can return value to their shareholders. And as individuals, we can take this same concept and same mindset and apply it to our finances. And historically, personal financial statements have really been reserved for the ultra high net worth, the high net worth individuals. And really, if you look at the population of the world and the number of people that are ultra high net worth, which is 30 million and above, 30 million US dollars and up, I think there's not even a few million of those kinds of individuals. People that are considered high net worth, which I believe is could classify as $1 million net worth and up, I think that there might be, roughly 13 million of those individuals in the world. So there's really not many people out there that have that kind of wealth. But traditionally, historically, financial services have been catered to those individuals. But now with technology the way it is, that there's a group, the middle class, basically the affluent class, middle class. Now, with all the technology available, even the middle class should be getting personal financial statements. There's no excuse anymore. In doing your research out there, you'll find nowadays apps and programs and software like LearnVest, Mint.com, Venmo, I think even now has a program. But if you go online and get these apps, you can start. The big thing in the beginning was tracking your data, your income and your expenses, and now these tools are catching on and saying, okay, but really at the end of the day, what's the end goal for everybody? The end goal is your net worth. All this stuff that you do, if you cut out all the noise, in the end, for each of us, really our goal is for our net worth to be going up. And you want to, over the course of your life, you want to accumulate more net worth. At the end of the day, that's really what you're doing. So any program that you use, you want to be able to make sure you can not only track your expenses and where your money's going, but you want to be able to keep an eye on your net worth. And really in doing that, you're managing and watching all of your assets, all of your liabilities, and then you're keeping an eye on all of your income and expenses. And really, that's the way that you're going to solve the problem. The problem is being able to make informed financial decisions. And the solution, really, on an individual level, particularly for the affluent middle class, is to start getting your own financial statements. So just as like Henry Kravis said, you can start analyzing your position, you're modeling corporate America. This is what all the successful companies in the world do. I have absolutely zero hesitation saying that. Fortune 50, 100, 500, Fortune 1000, even the companies that fail, I guarantee you most of them are probably having some sort of financial statement. And I can almost assure you that there's companies that are very successful, Fortune 1000 and up, every single one of them has a financial statement. So as individuals, you need this. It'll help you. Half the battle is being organized and having the data in a reportable format, which is what you'll get in a personal financial statement. The other half, the battle, is the accountability. At that point, then it's up to you and your loved ones or your partner or whoever you're with, or it might just be you, is to make changes to your habits, to your spending habits, to improve your life, and particularly your financial life, and having accountability for what you're doing and the decisions you're making. But the days of keeping everything in your head, keeping it in a notebook, kind of just scraps of paper all around the house or wherever, that's over. You should have an app, you should have a program, a software, whether it's QuickBooks, Quicken, an app like a Venmo or Alertmess, something to keep an eye on your finances. In the end, you need something that's going to be reporting it for you. And if you're not going to hold yourself accountable, if you can't do it, if you don't have interest in doing it, then that's when you need to reach out to a company like Baker DMM, or a similar company, to have someone doing it for you. Because really, that's the way you're going to really improve your bottom line and your financial position, and just to overall improve your financial health. So if you found this video interesting or helpful, please feel free to share it on your social media channels. That could be with your family, your friends, or whoever you think might benefit from viewing the information. If you ever have a question you'd like for me to answer directly in one of our newsletters, go to our website, www.bakerdmm.com. Scroll to the bottom, fill out your information, write a few sentences about what your question is, and I'll try to answer that in one of our upcoming newsletters. And if you'd ever like to get my help directly and personally, the quickest and easiest way is to go to our website. At the top, you'll find a phone number, as well as a request an appointment button. And also you can scroll to the bottom of the page. And if you're a returning customer, or if you just would like to book an immediate appointment and get on our calendar as soon as you can click on the PayPal button and submit your information and request an appointment that way. And with any of these options, I'll be in touch with you in 24 to 48 hours to confirm and schedule our appointment. And until then, I will talk to y'all soon.